This one's still alive.
200 miles on the dash. Gotta roll a pound up in gas. Switching lanes in a Grand Rap. We the ones that kept it cool with all these niggas till these niggas start acting. Shoot a nigga like a film in a movie, nigga gon' let them have it. Ballin' like the March Madness. All these cops shooting niggas tragic. I'm the one that's living lavish, like I'm playing for the Mavericks. I didn't wanna fuck the bitch, the mind that made me fuck her, even though she average. Dirty money in a cup, 45 by my gut.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of The Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
How the hell? Oh, producing the show, Corey Lee Day in the back. What's up, dudes? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're really doing it.
We're really doing it. We're really doing it.
We're here and recording.
I will have the entire universe know that I am fucking bummed. You guys are killing my vibe today. I walked in after, I took a little micro nap before the pod.
Yeah.
After a quick dinner. Woke up. I'm ready to rock, dude. Ready to party. And then I walk in here and I'm like, hey, what's up, dudes?
We're just
ready
two
to
sad
shoot?
dudes in chairs.
Yeah. It's like, you guys ready to shoot? And you're like, yeah, whatever. Fucking bumming me out, dude. Real quick, welcome to the Days of Grimm. We're going to do
the March Mortalities.
Yeah, Mortal Monday. That doesn't work. You get it. Mortal March. Whatever, at any rate. Before we get to that, though, fun fact, because I went to go get some West Side water for the show, and while I'm talking to the dude, just right up the place here where you told me to go, I'm checking out, and I've got the bottle of Four Roses single barrel, and then I've got the West Side water, and I'm cashing out and shit. And he's like, "Have you tried this single barrel?" And he flashes me a bottle. I was like, I haven't heard of them. Heaven's Hill. I was like, I've heard of them. I just haven't tried it. Pours me a shot, a full fucking 1.5 ounce shot. And he was like, here you go. And I was like, okay, that's a mighty big tester.
He's just sipping it behind the counter.
He has one himself. And then he was like, yeah, and it was really good. And then I was like, man, that's pretty good. I was like, how much is it? $50 a bottle? I was like, damn, that's cheap. So I was like, all right, getting my card out. And he was like, you know who else makes a really good single barrel? The same company, but in this bottle. And pulls out another bottle, pours me another fucking 1.5 ounce drink. The fucking place at the right outside
the liquor store, right
outside the studio on 41 here. And super nice guy, but low key.
I'm probably lit. You're probably the 12th sample of the day.
I'm probably a little buzzed right now. So
that's probably why you came in a good mood.
So I wish I knew the name of that place, but it's the one that Tabitha did the window art for. So shout out to those folks. But yeah, enough being said. Welcome to the Deaths of the Month March edition. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. And real quick, for you, Tom, and really for you, Corey, I haven't told either one of you, I have a surprise for you at the end of this episode.
Cool.
Just a fun
I
fact.
hope it's a flashbang. Well, I wanted to say in this episode, I went with all these deaths were in March again.
Yeah.
Keeping it true.
Crazy work that you're doing.
And Stalin, Beethoven, and Julius Caesar all died in March, but we're not covering any of those deaths.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck those
I just wanted to plug those guys,
Yeah, big shoots to them, dude. Crazy that so many famous people have died in March, in the month that I was born in.
Right.
Wild times. So I guess
you can pick whichever one of those tabs you want to do first.
Corey, yeah, we'll just go left or right, bro. Honestly. Yeah, let's just go left or right. Keep it easy on you. Okay, so here we go. Kicking it off.
Bobby Bloom, not to get confused with Bonnie Blue.
Not to be confused with Bonnie Blue, who is a fucking crazy person. Okay, so your source, your favorite, you know it, you love it, Wikipedia.org. Here we go. Digging into it. Robert Bloom, January 15, January 15, 1946 to February 28th, 1974. So he did not die in March. Close enough, though. I'll give it to you.
Well done.
Was an American singer-songwriter. He is known best for the upbeat 1970 hit Montego Bay. What a fucking banger, dude. which was co-written and produced by Jeff Barry. Bloom was born in Brooklyn, New York in the early 1960s. Bloom had been a member of the doo-wop group The Imaginations. He received a big break in 1969 when he was awarded a contract to write a record to
record a jingle for Pepsi.
A jingle for Pepsi. Yeah, that's strange. Paving the way for his later success with Montego Bay. Corey, let's scroll down into the, let's get to the nitty gritty. So now we kind of know who this gentleman is. You know, he's alive and thriving in the 60s and the 70s. And then here we go. So Bloom, yeah, let's go ahead and go here. So, okay. Towards the end of his life, Bloom struggled with depression. He died in an accidental shooting while cleaning his gun at his home in Hollywood on February 28th, 1974, at the ripe age of 28. What's the famous club? 27 Club? 27. Is it 27 Club? Shit. Close enough, dude. He was trying. That's what matters. Bloom's family did not believe he would have shot himself, and the investigation never followed up on leads. Jeff Barry learned later he was the sole beneficiary of Bloom's life insurance policy. So gay. So gay. Whatever. 1995 interview, Barry claimed that Bloom was shot by another man in a fight over a woman.
That was 21 years later.
Bold strat, dude. Bold strat.
I just thought it was funny that, you know, it's like towards the end of his life, Bloom struggled with depression, but he died in an accidental shooting while cleaning a gun. Like, what?
In his mouth. Right, with the magazine in the gun.
I'm just so confused, you know? Any person I've ever seen clean a gun normally drops the mag. You know what I mean?
Drop the mag, clear the chamber. That's fucking it. And dude, these hippies in fucking California, they have so many gun laws for good reason. They should not own firearms. Yeah. Like, clearly, bro. Oh, good Lord. So if you're at home and you're listening to this and you're a gun owner, take out the magazine, clear the chamber, then play with your gun and do all the fun stuff. So, rest in peace to Bobby Bloom. All right, we're going to double down. We're doubling down on wikipedia.org for this next one. Brandon Bruce Lee. Now, this one is a pretty popular occurrence. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of this. However, it did happen in March. By the skin of your teeth again, Tom. Brandon Bruce Lee, born February 1, 1965, died March 31st, 1993. Day after my birthday, I'll have you know. After my third birthday. He was an American actor and martial artist, establishing himself as a rising action star in the early 1990s. Lee landed what was to be his breakthrough role as Eric Draven in the supernatural superhero film The Crow. However, Lee's career and life were cut short by his accidental death during the film's production. Lee was the son. Oh, psych. We are fucking zooming, dude. Where are we going?
He was Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah.
And so some people think it was like a hit. No, it was his son.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll get into it here. So on March 31st, 1993, Lee was filming a scene for the film The Crow, in which his character is shot and killed by thugs. In the scene, Lee's character walks into his apartment and discovers his fiancée being beaten and R-worded. And a thug played by an actor, Michael Massey, fires a Smith & Wesson Model 629 44 Magnum revolver at Lee's character as he walks into the room.
Balls deep.
Wild. Middle of a rape, and you're just like, oh,
you got to keep that thing on you, you know?
You know what I mean? In a film shoot prior to the fatal scene, the gun was used as a prop. It was a real revolver, and was loaded with improperly made dummy rounds, improvised from live cartridges that had the powder charges removed by the special effects crew, so in close-ups the revolver would show normal looking ammunition. wild. What the fuck are we doing here? During the fatal scene, which called for the revolver to be fired at Lee from a distance of 3.6 to 4.5 meters, awfully specific and a really wide range,
12 to 15 feet.
or 12 to 15 feet, the dummy cartridges were replaced with blank rounds, which contained a powder charge and the primer, but no solid bullet, allowing the gun to be fired with the sound and flash effects without the risk of an actual projectile. However, the gun was not properly checked and cleared before the blank was fired, and a piece of the dummy bullet was lodged in the barrel, resulting in a condition known as a squib load.
Had a few of those.
Yeah, I've had a squib load. That piece of plastic was then propelled forward by the blanks. Pictures in the way. Oh, actually, I could have read that. Pull that back up. Squib load, also known as squib round, pop, and no kick, or just a squib, is a firearm malfunction in which a fired projectile does not have enough force behind it to exit the barrel and thus become stuck. This type of malfunction can be extremely dangerous. So fucking Jesus, Murphy. At any rate, the piece of plastic was propelled forward by the blank's propellant and shot out of the muzzle with almost the same force as if the round were live, striking Lee in the abdomen at lethal velocity.
Yeah, and basically, like, the crew thought that, like, he was acting or joking still. So they didn't, like, one person immediately checked on him, noticed something was wrong, noted Lee was unconscious and breathing heavy, and the medic went to Lee and shook him to see if he was dazed by hitting his head during the fall. He did not think Lee had been shot since there was no visible bleeding. They took his pulse, which was regular, but within 2 to 3 minutes, it slowed down dramatically and stopped. But
Serious question. Tell me if you won't care, but sorry for the folks at home if you're offended. Do you use the steam?
Yeah.
You use it as you know what I mean? As a photographer, you use that scene. You can't because he died.
He didn't die while the camera was recording.
That also checks out, Corey. He's still alive.
Yeah, they stopped recording. He lived for another 3 minutes.
Is that frowned upon? What's the fucking?
What about that most recent one? Did they use that clip?
No.
Stopped filming the whole movie. They were like, yeah.
Did this movie come out?
The Crow came out. They swapped actors.
I knew that.
It's crazy.
I knew that. Like his dad, Bruce Lee, was teaching like forbidden martial arts. Like martial arts was never really supposed to be brought here. So yeah, they believe that like it was swapped out like by basically the whatever mafia where they come from.
The Yakuza.
Where they make the Lees.
Yeah, the Yakuzas. I think that's the Japanese mafia. Yeah, after Lee's death in 1993, his fiancée Eliza Hutton and his mother supported director Proyaz's decision to complete The Crow. At the time of Lee's death, only 8 days were left before completion of the film. A majority of the film had already been completed with Lee, and the only required shoot scenes were
3 more days.
The only required shoot scenes for 3 more days. To complete the film, stunt doubles Chad Stanelski and Jeff Cadiente served as stand-ins. Special effects were used to give them Lee's face.
Just wild because you skip down the next sentence. Since pioneering CGI techniques were used to complete, so like it was ahead of its time.
A month later, it was reported that Lee's previous films, Laser Mission, Showdown in Little Tokyo, and Rapid Fire, saw a surge in video sales. Well, clearly. Yeah. Somebody dies, everybody starts fucking tuning in, dude.
The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Here we are. 32 years later, still talking about it. Yeah, that's a real Avatar situation, you know?
Yeah, and they also did a lot of CGI. Like in the film because he died during the filming of a film, and they were like finishing the last shots of that film for what's his name, Paul Walker. They just did CGI for, and they kill him in the film too. They like rewrote and killed him in the film.
No, he drove off separate, a different direction.
At any rate, though, yeah, dude, it's always tough when you're in the middle of making a piece of art and part of your medium fucking dies. Like, how do you complete that? Well, now we live in a day and age that it's actually feasible, but back then, I mean, it was definitely challenging. So.
Good luck saying this guy's full name.
All right. Well, if we could fucking stop scrolling. Okay, here we go. Moving on to, we're tripling down on Wikipedia, folks.
All of them are from Wikipedia.
Good, because I didn't know what to say after tripling down. Quadrupling down. Cinquintupling down. Here we go. Third death is Enrique Granados. In this, let's get to life. Yeah. Pantaleon Enrique Joaquin Granados Campiña was born in Lleida, Spain, the son of Calixto Jose de la Trinidad Granados y Armenteros, a Spanish army captain who was born in Havana, Cuba, and Enriqueta.
You can skip some of that shit, man.
Okay.
As a young man, he studied piano in Barcelona, where his teacher included Francisco Llornet and Joan Baptista, whatever. In 1887, he went to Paris to study. He was unable to become a student at the Paris, but he was able to take private lessons with another professor whose mother was of Spanish ancestry. She insisted on extreme refinement in tone production, which strongly influenced his teachings of pedal technique. He also fostered Granados' abilities in improvisation. Just as important, he studied under Felipe and returned to Barcelona in 1889. His first successes were at the end of the 1890s with the opera
Maria del Carmen, which attracted the attention of King Alfonso XIII. In 1903, Granados participated in a competition organized by Tomás Breton of the Madrid Royal Conservatory, which awarded a considerable sum of 500 pesetas for the best concert, quote, concert allegro for solo piano. So dude's out here just shredding the keys.
He was declared winner and all that.
Oh, he got the dub?
Yeah.
He took away the gold. Nice, dude. Good for him. 500 pesetas richer. Yeah, so...
just go ahead and read the
I'm going 1911.
Yeah.
So in 1911, Granados premiered his suite for piano Goyaskas, I don't know how you say that, which became his most famous work. It is a set of 6 pieces based on paintings.
This dude had autism for sure. How are you going to write music based on a painting?
I know the name Francisco Goya because I remember that name from art class in high school. Oddly enough, he was a famous painter, but fair enough. To your point, definitely borderline autism. Yep. Checks out. I'm not even going to say his name. Moving forward. Such was the success of this work that he was encouraged to expand it. He wrote an opera based on the subject in 1914, but the outbreak of World War I forced the European premiere to be canceled. It was performed for the first time in New York City on 28 January 1916 and was very well received. Shortly afterwards, he was invited to perform piano recital for President Woodrow Wilson. Shout out to Woodrow Willie, dude. Before leaving New York, Granados also made live recorded player piano music rolls for the New York-based Aeolian Company's Duo Art System.
You know what that is?
That's the piano that auto rolls. Yeah. So for the folks at home, like the old Western timey pianos that play on their own.
You have to go over to the Duo Art System to find.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so the Duo Art System was one of the leading reproducing piano technologies of the 20th century. The others being American piano company Ampico, introduced 1913. as well. Well, they're another company. These technologies flourished for that time. Poor quality of early phonograph. So essentially, it was just a piano that had like this big steel roller,
Right.
and you could like recreate whatever the person that had imprinted on that roller, kind of like a fucking laser disc or a CD, but it actually played the piano. Here nor there. Moving into his death. A delay in New York incurred by accepting a recital invitation caused him to miss his boat back to Spain. Instead, he took a ship to England where he boarded the passenger ferry SS Sussex for Dieppe, France. Dieppe, France. On the way across the English Channel, the Sussex was torpedoed by a German U-boat as part of the German World War I policy of unrestricted submarine warfare. According to witness Daniel Sargent, Granados' wife, Amparo, was too heavy to get into the lifeboat. Granados refused to leave her and positioned her on a small life raft on which she knelt and he clung. Both then drowned.
Within sight of the passengers.
Within sight of the passengers. However, according to a different account from another survivor, quote, a survivor of the 1916 torpedo attack on a cross-channel ferry, Sussex, recognized Spanish composer Granados in a lifeboat, his wife in the water. Granados dived in to save her and perished, end quote. A subsequent account claims that Granados sank to the bottom of the ocean while attempting to save his wife due to a money belt fastened to his waist, which was filled with gold from his American performances. Due to the unstable global economy as a result of World War I, Granados insisted on being paid in gold.
I just imagine him like one of those like casino dealers that has like all the chips on a belt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They
fun.
just rack them out.
Ding, 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 ding,
Right.
ding, ding. Dude, fucking Granados, bro. I'll tell you what. Greedy son of a bitch.
Loved his woman.
That's it. Loved his money, loved his woman. They both killed him.
Yeah,
You know?
literally.
You should have been single and poor, brother. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, bro, get your shit straight, dude. Get your shit straight. All right, we're going to move on to J.I. Rodale. And that is how I'm going to pronounce his name for the entirety of this read. Jerome Irving Rodale.
Damn it, he didn't die in March either. What the fuck?
You are fucking... Dude,
Right.
don't make bold claims if you can't
Dude, I thought
fucking
I was
produce.
for sure. I didn't check all my.
Couple-
I just found good stories.
You're good, bro. These are crushing so far. At any rate, Jerome Irving Rodale, born August 16, 1898, died June 8th, 1971.
Dude looks like Colonel Sanders'
Good
cousin.
stretch there, too, right? Good stretch, dude. For being born in the 1800s to make it to 1970, that's a good run. He was a publisher, editor, and author who founded Rodale Incorporated in Ammanus, Pennsylvania, and the Rodale Institute, formerly the Soil Health Foundation. Rodale was an early advocate of sustainable agriculture and organic farming in the United States. As an author, his work included several magazines and books, including books featuring different authors on the subject of health. So he's a health guy. Big
Yeah,
health
he
nut.
popularized the term organic as in the term of growing foods without pesticides. He also published work on other topics.
This is like Kennedy's fucking cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he probably came from that line somewhere.
in the water.
But
I wonder if I wonder if fucking Rodale sounded as creepy as fucking Kennedy.
I wonder. So, like on June 8th, 1971, Rodale died after suffering a fatal heart attack while appearing as a guest on the segment, which was never broadcasted on the Dick Cavett Show. Rodale was taken to Roosevelt Hospital and pronounced, dead on arrival at the age of 72.
I'm gonna need you to tighten the fuck up, dude.
But I think if you can go down more, it was like there was something about like the food was.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. On June 8th, 1971, Rodale was a guest on the early evening taping of the Dick Cavett Show in New York City. The episode was slated to air later that evening. During his interview, Rodale stated that he had, quote, never felt better in his life, exclamation point, end quote. He felt so good he was yelling at Dick Cavett. He also made quips like, quote, I'm in such good health that if I fell down a long flight of stairs yesterday and I fell down a long flight of stairs yesterday and I laughed all the way, end quote. And, quote, I've decided to live to be 100, end quote. He had previously said, quote, I'm going to live to be 100 unless I'm run down by some sugar-crazed taxi driver, end quote. Who's fucking coming up with this fucking... Who's writing his material, dude? You know
Well, sugar crazed, I think, would have been like cocaine. You know what I mean? He's
Maybe.
in that time, you know?
Yeah, no sugar, maybe.
But his last interaction with Cavett before dying was offering the host his special asparagus boiled in urine.
Honestly, sounds delicious. After this interview, Rodale remained on stage and was seated on a couch beside the next interviewee, New York Post columnist Pete Hamill. Rodale suddenly made a snoring sound and slumped over. According to Dick Cavett, Hamill leaned over to Cavett and said, "This looks bad." Cavett initially believed that Rodale was feigning disinterest for comedic relief. Some in the studio recalled him joking, "Are we boring you, Mr. Rodale?" Though he denied any memory of saying this. Upon realizing the severity of the situation, he asked if there were any doctors in the audience. An internist and orthopedic surgeon, both in residency, rushed onto the stage and tried to revive Rodale with cardiopulmonary resuscitation. How many fucking shitty jokes do you got to make before you're like,
I don't know.
hey, this guy's fucking not doing good?
They said they came over, they connected him to an electrocardiogram, and he continued to show cardiac activity, but by the time he arrived at Roosevelt at the age of 72, he was pronounced dead.
Dude, the best part of this one for me is the guy that was like, "Are we boring you, Mr. Rodale?" Though he denied any memory of actually saying this.
What's funny is under legacy, after Rodale's death, his son ran the publishing firm until his own death in a car incident in Moscow.
Probably a sugar-crazed fucking taxi driver, dude.
Robert had competed in the Olympics in a rifle shooting. See, you can't compete in any tournament against somebody in Moscow and make it out alive if you win.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea, dog.
Yeah, just don't compete.
If you're going to compete...
They're like, oh, we're holding it in Moscow.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm good.
out.
I surrender.
Yeah. Y'all can come here.
Right.
Or neutral territory, but I'm not going to Mother Russia. Yeah, dude. So Rodale's granddaughter, Maria Rodale, became chairman and CEO of Rodale Incorporated. That's pretty chill. She attributes her interest in the organic food movement to growing up on America's first certified organic farm. So also pretty dope that he was able to achieve as much as he did before he decided to die on fucking television.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder if you could find a clip of that.
It said it's
it
not,
never aired.
Yeah.
That's right. It never aired. I wonder if there's still somewhere there's got to be a clip. Right. Like someone had been holding on to it for years, but then cut it loose.
What's that? Isn't there like a statute of limitations on that? Like where the government has to reveal whatever? Do they have that in film?
I don't know, dude. You're the fucking filmographer.
I don't think they have that in film.
I don't think they have that. I like how you're like, do they have that in film? I don't think they have that in film.
I don't think so.
You are fucking answering your own questions, and I like it, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the guy with the funky first name. Moving on to Wikipedia numero cuatro. Stanislav Bogdanovic. shit on me. We're just gonna call him Stan. Okay, so Stan Bogdanovic, born 4 February 1993. Okay, younger than me. Died 5 March 2020. COVID. All right, next article. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. How fucked up? Ouch. He got COVID. So Stan was a Ukrainian chess player who also competed for Russia. Early life. Stan graduated from the National University of Odessa Law Academy. Chess career. Silver medalist in the UEFA European Under-12 Championship 2 times. Ukrainian under-18 champion 1 time, champion of Odessa in 2010 1 time, Ukrainian Blitz champion 2013 1 time. He was awarded the title of International Master in 2009 and Grandmaster in 2017. And I would like to pump the brakes here real quick. I know you're about to say something. Let me say what I want to say real quick. After I read that sentence, do those terms not seem kind of racy?
No,
Like master, grandmaster, like
they're different, but
let me consult.
you're
with
just talking about
my
the
race
you're just talking
expert.
about master and that, you know, the white guy in you.
I'm just saying, dude. It sounds,
But I wonder what his ELO is. They didn't post that on here.
God bless you. What's an ELO?
ELO is like your rating in chess.
Oh,
like
I forgot you were a chess
Yeah,
nerd for
like,
a
so
minute.
like I think the hot we'd have to look in another tab like what Magnus Carlsen's ELO is, but it's like the highest. He's like the best human player there's ever been.
Really?
Dude, he gets like blackout drunk on live stream and like will play people in blitz chess, which is like crazy fast like moves.
You could probably just do the last name, Corey. You trying to copy that? Yeah, just there you go. Command C, and then go to Google and let's pull up Homeboy and see what his ELO score was. And then we're gonna cover his death. I feel like the last death feels good that we're on like I'm leaving him on a cliffhanger. Command V, dog.
And then type in ELO.
How do you
ELO. Yeah.
ELO. Boom. ELO score.
Go hit AI mode. Let's see if it'll tell us faster.
Yeah, I hate having to root through all this shit. Make the fucking computers do it.
26-16.
Oh, wow.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his passing was 25-52.
Okay. What's a passing?
When he died.
Yeah. It fluctuates based on, it's like ranking. Like,
Okay. So he was ranked 2,616.
yeah, you could like go back to just go back and just type in like highest ELO human.
Yeah, highest human ELO. Just do that. Highest human
'Cause
ELO.
I'm pretty sure it's Magnus.
ELO rating is what they're calling it. Highest ELO in chess ever.
Yep, Magnus Carlsen.
Yeah, Magnus Carlsen at 3,300 on.
Well, yeah, that's on chess.com.
Oh, that doesn't count. Okay, so real life.
And that's Haruko, not ELO.
Yeah. In real life,
Yeah.
we're looking at a 2,882, and then what was his again? 2616.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking dope. He's behind one of the goats, like right fucking there. All right, so let's get into it. Long-awaited death number 5. I know you guys have been clinging onto the edge of your seat. I have been. Here we go. Stan was found dead on 5 March 2020, and it wasn't COVID. In his Moscow apartment alongside nitrous oxide-filled balloons in the body of his girlfriend, Alexandra Vernigora. Also a chess player. Bummer, dude. Police did not suspect foul play. Other reports suggest that the couple were found with bags over their faces. The incident happened a few days after an event where Stan competed for Russia against Ukraine. I wonder if he lost or won that match. He probably lost, and he was like, I'm getting fucking ripped.
I just think it's funny that like police did not expect foul play, but they were found with bags over their faces.
Sussy.
Ukrainian.
Yeah.
It was against Russia. Let's not be too.
Yeah, but he competed for Russia against Ukraine.
Honestly, fuck Russia. No, I'll go on the record, and now I'm leaving that in. I'm not editing that.
I mean,
out.
Russia goes hard.
They do go hard. I respect the shit out of them, but also like get fucking bent, dude.
And their architecture, fire.
Yeah, absolute gas, dude. Absolute gas.
I mean, this dude was inhaling absolute gas.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's pull up the notes so we can rank these.
Yeah, get them notes up, big dog. Get them notes up, big dog. Yeah, that's wild though. I didn't
probably minimize it. Hit the yellow button, and the notes probably right underneath it. Yeah,
there we go.
Make it big.
Make it big, Daddy. Oh, Daddy, make it big. Oh, Daddy likes.
All right, so to recap, we have Bobby Bloom, the Montego Bay singer who died from an accidental... accidental self-inflicted gunshot wound while he was cleaning his gun. Family said he was depressed.
Boom.
Brandon Lee, while filming The Crow, he was killed by a prop gun loaded with a squib that was actually a real bullet that a blank fired behind it.
Boom.
Enrique was a composer on a ship torpedoed by a U-boat. He jumped back in the water to save his bitch, but drowned because he was weighed down by a heavy belt of gold coins.
Also, boom.
Jerome Rodale, like the cheese or the dipping sauce. What is that? Right? He was a health food pioneer who died of a heart attack mid-interview on a late-night show, saying, "I'm going to live to be 100 unless I get run over by a sugar-craved taxi driver." And then we have old Stan, the Ukrainian chess grandmaster, died of an accidental nitrous oxide overdose.
Heavy quotes on the accidental.
Yeah, double.
Fucking quote your quotes, like parenthetical,
right?
Fucking asterisk, highlighted, underlined,
right?
Signed and initialed. Look here, it was accidental.
So,
these are tough, dude.
I think number 5 is Brandon Lee, just because everybody already knows about him.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, as soon as I said Brandon Lee, they probably just tuned out. They were like, I already know the story.
Right.
I'm with Brandon Lee. He's one of my he's a phenomenal actor. It's a great film too. Yeah. But unfortunately I put him at 5 for the same reason you do. It's just too well known. If I may, I would like to see let's do accidental inflict. That one's good. Composer. That one was good too. I like health food or Stan for 4.
I think Stan for 4.
Okay, we're going with Stan then. I like the Ukrainian chess grandmaster who died nitrous oxide overdose for 4.
Yeah.
So right now we've got
5 and 4.
5 and 4. Brandon Lee 5. Stan at 4. Leaves us with
Bobby Bloom, Enrique, and Jerome.
Okay, now Bobby Bloom accidentally shot himself in the mouth while cleaning his gun. That's crazy.
Right.
Enrique fucking torpedoed.
And Jerome. I think we have to put Bobby Bloom as 3rd.
That's such a bummer for me because I really like him.
Yeah, but it's like...
Who accidentally...
Yeah, that's like low.
He fucking committed suicide and got the insurance.
Dude, when I first saw,
and then gave it to his gay lover.
When I was like looking at like the 25 deaths in front of me that pulled in, and I was like, all I saw was singer died of accidental self-inflicted gunshot wound. And I was like, Kurt Cobain died in March. You know, I was like, oh, gotta include that. But no,
he was actually murdered. You know, they're opening that up. They're reopening the case.
They didn't reopen it, but they classified it as murder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's classified as a homicide now.
Well, maybe there's hope for Bobby Bloom and his family.
Maybe Courtney
they'll
Love
find the person that shot him.
Yeah, for Bloom. Maybe Courtney Love killed Bloom too. Yeah, probably. Okay, I'll go with Bloom for 3. So that leaves us with Enrique, the torpedoed guy, and then the health food advocate who died of a heart attack.
I'm so torn on this one. It's so tough.
I don't really think. I think it's no contest for me. I think the torpedo is number 1 for me. I think that's so fucking sick.
I mean, dude, like the host of the late night show being like, "Are we boring you?" You know what I mean? Like
that's pretty fucked,
right? Like it's so funny. But yeah, like I don't know, man.
Let's go to the tiebreaker.
I would say tiebreaker goes to Corey.
Corey. Okay, but
Because I'm the other way around.
Okay,
I think Enrique is number 1 or number 2.
I'll put it this way. So I think if he would have died getting hit by the torpedo, I put him at 1. But he drowned.
That's a fair fucking point, actually.
So I have to put torpedo at 2.
Okay.
It hits harder because.
And there was comedic value.
And
like
they were just punching him.
Yeah, this dude's just slouched. And people are like,
they're like, "Hey, bro, you're 79. Like, did you snooze? Are you snoozing? You know what I mean? Did you forget to take your afternoon nap on that organic shit?"
Okay, I'm good with that.
"Oh, you taking a nap?"
A little nappy nap.
Like Enrique's cool. Like the story of it, I thought was interesting. But then like he jumped in and didn't think that like, oh, I got gold coins that like are gonna weigh me down. Also, like, are you that money hungry that you're not just gonna undo that belt?
Yeah. No shit.
Like how many? Like I mean, think about like how far down do you have to get in the ocean before you can't swim back up? Like how many times do you think he thought in that time of like, do I undo the belt? Do I try to swim up? Do I?
30 meters is a long way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the rate of sinking with however many gold coins this guy had, but I mean, I think even a leprechaun would let go of the gold coins at that point.
Ooh. They should try that on Mythbusters. Okay. So, Tommy, run me through the rankings, and then I want to do my surprise.
So, coming in at number 1, we have Jerome Rodale, who was a health food pioneer, the big organic G, the OG of organics.
Yep, Rodale.
Died of a heart attack mid-interview on a late-night show after saying, "I'm going to live to be 100," and they continued to poke fun at him even once he was dead.
Hell yeah, brother.
Number 2, Enrique, the composer who was on a ship, torpedoed by a U-boat, and he jumped in the water to save his wife and drowned by being weighed down by a heavy belt of gold coins. She also died. She was a big bitch.
She big gal.
Yeah. Number 3, we got Bobby Bloom, the old the Montego Bay singer, died of an accidental, in quotes, self-inflicted gunshot wound while cleaning a gun. Tough. Number 4. What we got the old Russian Stan. Well, really he was Ukrainian, but they all come from the motherland.
Also, another quote accidental.
Right. Died of laughing gas overdose. And what's accidental about that to me, I think, is like his girl died at the exact same time. Some sources say, bags over heads, but like, how often is it that 2 people OD at the same time? I mean, like, it's not heroin, it's fucking nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
And then the last place we got Brandon Lee, long live the Lees, coming from a great line. While he died filming The Crow, he was shot by a prop gun that killed him, allegedly,
The explanation is one that I've never heard, though, before, which was really nice to actually read and understand. And I wonder how many folks at home have actually understood how that...
Yeah, because like I always heard that like,
I thought it was
maybe
a real
the
bullet.
Chinese mob put a bullet in there, and
Yeah, I thought it was
XYZ.
just like a real gun and a real bullet that acts... Yeah. But, I mean, as far as, like, what, quote, the official story has to say, I've never read it. I just always assumed it was a real gun, real bullet, and somebody didn't clear it. Now, Corey, before we terminate this show...
So those are the rankings, and if you disagree with us, comment your ranking version in the comments below. What's next month? April? If you have any April deaths, go ahead and comment those. If you know... anything crazy or any other famous people besides Stalin, Beethoven, and Julius Caesar that died in the month, go ahead and comment that shit too.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Is it a flashbang?
Honorable mention. Corey, pull up the text messages. Pull up my text. And then go to the text that I sent myself. Can you...
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a link in it? Yep, click that and then open that up and pull that up on here, big dog. Here we fucking go. Now, as you folks at home know, this is, again, not in the rankings. This is just an honorable mention. I found this and was very excited about it. Everyone knows I love a good storm. Here we are. It is springtime, and it is coming in full force, ladies. The weather's getting warmer. The fucking shelf clouds are getting larger, and... I wanted to read this story. So, Corey, can you scroll up just a baby cunt here? Just scroll up a little bit. Okay. So, source for this is uppermichigansource.com by the WLBT news staff, Jordan Carter. Oh, Garter, sorry. Gartner. Pearl, Mississippi. A Mississippi man died in a house fire last week after lightning struck his home. Authorities said the fire happened on May 6 around 9 p.m. at a residence on Upper Drive. The Pearl Fire Department reported it was notified that 2 people were in the home. First responders were able to pull a woman from the burning house, later identified by family as Billy Sue, killer fucking name, but her husband was found down in the back of the home. Pearl firefighters said rescue efforts began for the man identified as Jerry Fortenberry, but he did not survive. Loved ones have since started a GoFundMe for Fortenberry's wife. This is fucked up. The couple was married for 59 years. Older couple. Family and friends said lightning strike caused the house fire and took everything Billy Sue owned, including her longtime husband. She, quote, now needs help with burial expenses and basic living needs as she tries to find stability after this life-changing event. I thought it was neat, though. First off, I misread this. I thought he was struck by lightning, and then the house blew up because I thought it was going to be super sick. However, that being said, I just kind of wanted to mention it is that time of the year. Yeah. March is here, baby. Spring's here.
There was an article that said
ready.
like somebody got hit by a meteorite while they were in their bed and it killed them.
Fucked up, dude.
And then like it said next to that like it turns out it wasn't actually a meteorite. It was something that it came off like a power plant that was close by. And then the more I looked into it, it wasn't real.
That's so much horseshit. This is real as fuck.
Right.
You know what to not do in reference to like bad weather, right?
Don't take a shower.
Corey, you know as well, right? Don't operate plumbing. Like, stay away from your metal pipes and your plumbing. That includes, like, gas lines and all that stuff. Just don't operate anything that's attached to metal in your home, especially with liquid in it.
Yeah.
So avoid that, and then avoid wired things. Like, don't be playing on your phone while it's plugged into the wall.
Did you see Homeboy's...
Stuff like that.
Did you see that text I sent about Homeboy's house catching on fire?
Who's Homeboy?
That, if you refer back to the latest comedy cachet that we did, where I mentioned that this like crackhead in Boonville's house, right? And all the lawn ornaments and all that jazz, right?
I didn't see that. That was his house?
Yeah.
That article you sent?
Yeah. So that was his house.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Did he
it gets
make
even
it?
crazier, dog.
Did he make it?
No, he's in jail. Dude, so the guy that owns the house, his grandfather is in jail. And then the guy that was living in the house is in jail. And both of them were in jail when this house got set on fire.
Who's paying this fucking mortgage, dude?
No, that's what's even crazier, right? Is so like they blocked off the streets, right? So I had to go all the way around, right? And I'm like looking through the comments. They haven't had electricity or gas in the house in like 10 years.
How did it catch on fire? Burn barrels?
Well, I guess some homeless dude maybe was in there. I don't even know if they have figured out how it caught on fire.
Folks.
Could you imagine you're just in jail and you get out and they're like, yeah, the inside of your house
roasted.
Yeah.
Well, you know that's how that one of Evansville's largest fires started was burn barrels in that warehouse just recently, like 2 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah, homeless people getting warm. It wasn't even that fucking cold.
There was a house fire in fucking Georgia that I read about where a guy was grilling inside of a storm patio thing.
That's hot.
Bro, carbon monoxide fucking will kill you. Don't grill or burn things in your home.
I don't even smoke meat in my garage where my rabbits are.
Bro, folks, quit fucking around with burning shit, man.
Dude, like fire's like one of the first things that men discovered.
I don't
and
want
it's like, dude,
it kills us all the time. I don't want to die by fire. That's my only request to
Shout
God.
out to Hawaii.
Yeah, man. So, what did you think about the honorable mention? It was okay.
Yeah, sure.
It would have been a lot cooler if he was struck by lightning.
I was really hoping it was a flashbang.
Yeah. But no, we really appreciate it, all you folks at home. If you're listening on Spotify, leave us a review. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe. Leave a comment, whatever. Help us out, grow this channel by subscribing. That'd be super huge. And then just thanks to everybody that tunes in every week, man. Seriously, God bless you guys. We love you. Thank you to Corey for running the show. Thank you to Tom. Thank you to Lawman Tackle, all these really cool people that
make it possible.
And
we appreciate you, even though Evansville doesn't appreciate us.
Yeah, dude. We appreciate the shit out of y'all, man. Love y'all. I love you, Tom. Love you, Corey. This is a thrilling episode of The Days Grim. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
And this was Corey Day producing. Thank y'all so much. Bye-bye.
Post up in Onyx and shoot us a movie. Take the tune inside the club just in case a nigga ever got